There are two types of searching algorithms. One is linear search and the other is binary search. Linear search is a simple searching algorithm that will sequentially check each item in a list until the target item is found or until the end of the list has been reached. We can either use a for loop or a while loop to do this. Using a for loop, we will first have to define a function define let's define a function called linear search. We will need to put in two parameters. First one would be, we will call it A. A is a list that contains items which we will search through for the target element. And target will be the target element that we want to search for. Using a for loop, for I in range then A. This uses the index to sequentially search through the list A. If A square bracket I equals target, which means that they have found the element, we'll return I, which is the index of the element inside the list. If the target element is not inside the list even after searching through the list, then we will return -1 to indicate that the element is not present in the list. To try it out, we will use numbers as the data inside the list. To test out whether the data is working, we'll need to put in the first parameter, which is the name of the list, and the target element, which we can put either one of these. For example, 9. To make sure that the code is working, we should also try out with an element that is not inside the list. While waiting, we can also use a while loop to code linear search. Similarly, we first have to define a function which we will call linear search, and we will put in the same two parameters. First, we have to set I equals to 0, where I represents the index, and you set it to 0 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . while I is less than the length of list A, the loop will continue to run until it reaches the end of the list, or until A is found. Until the target is found. So if AI equals target, we can return index I. However, if it doesn't match the target element, then we will have to increase I as the next index so that we can continue to search for target element.